This is your computer again. I want to talk to Kenyans and especially the youth of this country. I'm a very disappointed youth today. Today, the 5th of May, 2025, all of us witnessed what happened yesterday in Kehancha, Migori County. I want to warn the youth of this country. Leadership is not taken by violence. Leadership is not taken by bloodshed. Tunasema it was not in order to throw your shoe to the President of the Republic of Kenya. Even if we differ with the President of the Republic of Kenya, we must respect the presidency. Haikuwa sawa kiatu urushie rais wa nchi akiwa kwa mkutano wa hadhara. That was a very disrespectful act and uncalled for. We are saying to the youth of this country, nobody should lie to you that Ruto will go home without an election. We must accept that Ruto was given a mandate by the people of Kenya, whether legally or illegally, because the IBC had already announced him as the president of this republic. We should not wash our dirty linen, the youth of this country, because we are given some handouts or we are being inspired to do that by these other politicians. We know the people against Ruto right now: Rigathi Gachagua, Martha Karua, Linturi, and the rest that have now ganged up to send him to early exit from the State House. I'm a disappointed youth because in Kenya, we've had presidents who have ruled us for 24 years. We have some who have ruled for 15 years, but we have not seen such an act happening in public. We are very sorry, Mr. President. On behalf of the youth of Kenya, we are telling you, have the courage of a father to forgive them. Pardon these people who disrespected your presidency in public, in broad daylight. We cannot sit here and watch the youth being misled. No violence can bring real change in Kenya. Tunasema vijana, kama kuna shida Mheshimiwa Rais amefanyia wananchi wa Kenya, we have another 2.5 years to do a very civic duty of taking me home through the ballot. Just register for the voting, just register as a voter, and make sure the president will be sent home through a free and fair election come August 2027. To the president, this is a warning that everything is not okay. The politicians should tame whatever they are talking about right now. We watched the governor of Homa Bay yesterday, Madam Gladys Wanga. We don't want to polarize our people. Kenya is free. If Homa Bay has decided that UDA will be part of them, let UDA take root for the people that wants the manifesto of UDA to be executed amidst them. We are saying the governor of Homa Bay, please respect the ideologies of each individual political parties in Kenya. You must not force the people of Nyanza to be in ODM if some of them feel they have been disenfranchised by the ODM party. I am a sad youth today because I see political temperatures rising. If we go through this route, I'm sure, and I'm warning Kenyans, especially the youth, that were being insulted in Migori County. That was an insult to the youth of Migori. If one of you can have the courage to throw a shoe to the president of this republic because of political differences, and you sit and watch and laugh, as the youth of this country, we say that is not right. Stop it. Wacha hiyo ushenzi, hiyo ujinga must be stopped. If you want to remove your leaders who are not performing, there's the ballot. Please make sure that you take your ID card and register as a voter. Personally, I don't support Mr. President because I've seen for the last 2 years he has not been able to do whatever he had promised Kenyans. Lakini naweza enda nimrushie kiatu juu I have a difference with this political agenda, with this transformative agenda. I cannot do that because I am respecting the presidency of this country. It is not just Ruto. It is all the mechanisms that had brought him to Migori. He was going to do a public rally on the projects that he's doing to his people. Why should a young man be eluded to throw him a shoe, to disrespect him within the international community? Right now, Kenya is trending because of that, but it is not a good example even for the generations to come. We must have a politics of tolerance, politics of brotherhood, because in this Kenya we are all one. If Ruto is not performing, let us give him time for the next 2.5 years so that we see what he can do. We are saying, Mr. President, as the head of this state and the government, don't have that fear to do whatever you have decided to do because of these people. You perform your actions. Whatever they will accept, let the Kenyans accept. Whatever they will reject, let them reject. But don't have that courage now to follow and abduct and kill some of them who did this. As a father, forgive them. But we are warning the youth. We don't want to witness such an incident in Kenya. Ruto might not be your president. He might not be whatever you wish him to do. But we must respect the presidency. To the politicians talking about taking Ruto home before 2027, let us not deceive the youth. The youth of this country must be told elections are done after 5 years, and every candidate will have his time to sell his manifestos. Everybody will be able to read and understand what they are going to do for them for the next 5 years until 2032. For right now, the President of the Republic of Kenya, legitimately announced by the IBC, is William Samoei Ruto. We should not go ahead and try to remove him before 2027. We don't want Kenya to be a failed state. We saw what happened to Somalia in 1991 when Said Barre was eliminated from the presidency. Somalia has never regained its strength again. Somalia is languishing in poverty. Somalia is languishing in insecurity. In Kenya, we are not ready to go that route. Kenya cannot be a pariah state. We cannot fail because of few people who are inciting the youth. I'm one of the youth who are not comfortable with this regime, but I don't have that courage to go and disrespect the president in the public. Imagine the harm that you have caused the youth of Migori County when the president will now decide to follow and crack down on these goons. Even the innocent will not be spared. We are saying the youth of this country, we must know that the politics of this country is ours. We must stand with the youth and we must respect the institutions of this country. If you have a problem, there are courts in this country. There's a parliament who does legislation. Do a bill and take it to the parliament. If there are ways that Ruto can be removed from the office legally, let us do it. But don't embarrass the Kenyan community by throwing a shoe to a president, a sitting president, even a former president, even any leader. We should not do that to any leader. Even an MCA, nobody should throw a shoe to him or her. These are our leaders and they were chosen. Even if they are not performing as per our standards, we must respect them as our leaders and we must see a president as a symbol of national unity. It is one of our emblems. Whenever he goes, he represents us. No matter what he stands for, he is our president. We are saying Mr. President was in order to talk about lowering the cost of fertilizer, lowering the cost of living. Now, if you are not contented with that, must you throw a shoe? No, the youth, that was not okay. We are saying we are sorry, Mr. President. We are sorry to our people and we are very sorry to the presidency. We will not wish such a thing to happen again. Mr. President, find courage to forgive all this. Lead Kenya in unity. Let's have a one united country. Thank you.